Welcome to a MainelyDIY.com video. Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do a spiral crochet in two colors. Kind of looks like that. So we're going to start with our magic circle, and I like my new method for doing that. So I am going to leave a tail to work with, and I am putting the yarn on my hook with a slip knot. Let's move my yarn around so I can get to it. There we go. Okay, so I'm putting the yarn on the hook with a slip knot, and I'm going to be doing double crochets, so I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, which is equal 3 chains equals 1 double crochet. I'm threading my yarn needle, and if you want to see a slowed down version of making a magic circle, please visit my video on magic circles. So again, I'm going to thread my needle. There we go. And I'm going to take my needle point and put it through that first chain from the front side, pull my needle through, and then pull the yarn out of my needle. Want to leave this loop because that's going to be my working loop. That's my magic circle or my magic ring. So I'm going to need 4 doubles to start with. So that my first chain set there counts as the first double. So I'm going to do another double by wrapping my yarn around my hook, going down through the top of the hole, coming around the bottom of the hole, picking up my working yarn, bringing it up through the loop. I have 3 on my hook. I'm wrapping, going through 2, wrapping and going through 2. You can review my other videos on how to make a double crochet if you need to, but I'll stop here and there and make some. So I'm going to tighten up my loop a little bit, and I'm going to come over on the opposite side. Well, actually I'm going to pull my hook out, make this loop a little bit big so that I can come back and work on it when I'm ready. So I'm going to take my yellow yarn, or my second color, and I'm going to do a slip knot. Don't need a big tail on this one. And I'm going to wrap my yarn around my hook. I'm coming in the magic circle on the opposite side of my other 4, but I still want to be going over both of these layers. So I'm going to come back a little bit. And I am going to continue to make that double crochet. So I wrap my yellow around my hook, put it through my magic ring, move my yellow to the back, wrapping my hook around from the back side of the hole, pulling it up through the hole, wrapping, going through 2, wrapping and going through 2. So I need 3 more, so I just continue making my double crochets. Or 4th one, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to pull my yarn out a little bit to work with that. And I'm going to tighten up my magic circle ring here by pulling this tail. So I'm just going to pull on that and tighten everything right up. Wow. Okay, so you might say, well, that doesn't look like much of a circle, but it looks more like a butterfly at this point. So I've pulled it up and I've made a butterfly instead of a circle, which is just what I want. So I'm going to put snug my yarn to my hook of my yellow, or my second color, and I'm going to do a double in this first chain, or this third chain, this top chain of our double crochet. So I'm doing a double in there, and then I'm going to do another double in there. This is also called an increase when you do 2 or more stitches in our case it's just 2, but when you do 2 or more in a stitch it's called an increase. So we're going to do another increase in the next red stitch. So we did 2 in that one, and we're going to continue until we run out of red stitches to work in. So Here's the next one. And the last one. Okay, so I've gone as far as I can go with my yellow because I have no more stitches to work on. So I'm going to pull my hook out and leave a nice big loop there so that I won't lose my working place. I'll put my hook back in that red loop that I left open and snug that down. And I am going to be doing double crochets in this yellow one. So I'm still going to do those increases. So I'm wrapping, going through that first stitch. That's one double crochet, two double crochets. If this extra tail is bothering you, you might want to take time to sew it in. I'm not going to bother with that right now, but so I'm doing two doubles in each one of these yellows all the way around. And I'm going to continue doing the increase or the two double crochets in each stitch all the way around. I'll slow a stitch up so you can see that. So we're wrapping, going through the stitch we want to, picking up the yarn from the back side and bringing it up through the foundation stitch, wrapping, go through two, wrap and go through two. So that was my second one in that stitch. So I am just going to move along. I am almost to where I need to be, but not quite there yet. Got a couple more stitches to put two in. Okay, and then I'm into my last yellow stitch, so I am going to make sure I can get two in there. So that's one, and two. Okay, so I'm done with my red fur right now, so I'm going to pull my yarn up and make that loop so it will be there when I get ready to work with the red again. So I am going to put my hook in the yellow and snug that up against my hook, and I am going to make a solitary double crochet in this first stitch right here. Just doing one, not doing the increase. And then the next stitch I'll do the increase, so I'll do two in that. And then I'll do one double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to do two in the next stitch. So we're on row one, and I call it row one because there is just one double crochet between each increase stitch. So our pattern is 1, 2, 1, 2 until we get all the way around. And one double, two doubles, one double, two doubles. Okay, so I am at my last red one, which needs two doubles in it, so we're doing those last two with the yellow. And we're going to pull our yellow yarn out, and because we're done working with that for the moment, and we're going to start with our red. Okay, we're ready to start our red, which is going to be round 2, so I'm snugging the yarn up to the hook, and for round 2 we need there are two individual double crochets followed by an increase. So there's 1, 2. Okay, I did just 1 stitch in each one of those 2, and then I'm going to do an increase or 2 stitches in the next one. I need to do 1 double crochet in 1 stitch, and then go to the next stitch, do 1 double crochet, and then do 2. So on row 2 we do 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets. And we're going to continue that all the way around till we have no more yellow to work in. And then we'll pick up the yellow and work with that. So that would be on row 3. So I've got this piece where I've already started because I think you get the idea that you need to do 1, 2, 3, and then you'll do your increase. And then you'll do that all the way around. And you just continue around in that manner. Each subsequent row has more double crochets between the increase stitches. So row 4 would be a double, a double, a double, a double, an increase. So that's 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. And you complete that all the way around. And that's all there is to it. You just continue on for as long as big as you want to make it, increasing the number of individual doubles in a stitch, or the separation between the increase by 1 on each row. So let's say I wanted to finish off this, and instead of if I just pull the yarn out and finish there, it doesn't look so good. So I want to do a taper. So I am going to do what's called a half double first. So I'm wrapping my yarn around the hook, going under my stitch, wrapping my yarn, pulling it up through. I'm going to wrap my yarn and pull it through all 3 this time. Okay, so that's a half double. Then I'm going to do a single in the next stitch. So I'm putting my hook in the stitch, wrapping the yarn, pulling it up through, wrap, and go through 2. And then I'm going to do a slip stitch in this next one. So this one I put my hook in, wrap my yarn around, and pull it all the way up through. And then I would just tie it off, but I can pull that up a little bit. You see how it tapers down nicely on the spiral? So that's a good way to finish your piece when you get it the size you want. So that is crocheting a spiral with 2 colors. I hope you enjoy it, and Kitty's come to visit because he's the crochet kitty, and what else is he going to do? We'll see you again soon, hopefully. All right, you have a great day.